Great work on filtering numbers. Our SQL skills are growing fast. Next up, we will look at how to filter with multiple criteria. There will often be the case that we have more than one criteria we'd like to meet. Looking again at our favorite coats, perhaps we want to narrow down our choices to coats that are yellow and shorter in length. We will be learning about 3 additional keywords that will allow us to enhance our filters when using where by adding multiple criteria. These are or, and between. In the context of our coats, we could look at coats where the color is yellow or the length is short, or we could filter for coats where both criteria are true. We can also look for coats that have between 1 and 5 buttons. The first keyword we will look at is the OR operator. OR is used when we want to filter multiple criteria and only need to satisfy at least one condition. Perhaps we want to select green or purple code options as an example. In SQL, we combine OR with where to achieve this type of filtering. Here is an example using the films database. The query on the left returns all films released in either 1994 or 2000. Note that we must specify the field for every OR condition, so the query on the right is invalid. That query hasn't specified what field or operator should be associated with the year 2000. If we want to satisfy all criteria in our filter, we need to use and with where. For example, this query gives us the titles of films released between 1994 and 2000. We need to specify the field names separately for every and condition as with OR. Let's kick it up a notch. We now want to filter films released in 1994 or 1995, and with a certification of either PG or R. Thankfully, we can combine and OR to answer this question. If a query has multiple filtering conditions, we will need to enclose the individual clauses in parentheses to ensure the correct execution order. Otherwise, we may not get the expected results. As we've learned, we can use this query to get titles of all films released in and between 1994 and 2000. Checking for ranges like this is very common. So in SQL, the between keyword provides a valuable shorthand for filtering values within a specified range. This second query is equivalent to the one on the left. It's important to remember that between is inclusive, meaning the results contain the beginning and end values. Like the where clause, the between clause can be used with multiple and or operators, so we can build up our queries and make them even more powerful. For example, we can get the titles of all films released between 1994 and 2000 from the United Kingdom.